Clippers vs 7-6 ERS takeaways, Joel Embiid powers Sixers to win regardless of strong execution from Paul George. The Los Angeles Clippers bamboozled the Philadelphia 7-6 ERS when the two groups met in LA a month ago, however the Sixers sought retribution on Friday night. In the last gathering between the two groups this standard season, the Sixers pulled out a 106-103 triumph, on account of MVP up-and-comer Joel Embiid, who turned in another predominant execution. Embiid got done with a day and a half and 14 bounce back, while Furkan Korkmaz added 18 focuses for Philadelphia. With his hostile yield, Embiid turned into the main Sixers player to score 35 focuses in 3 straight games since Allen Iverson in 2006. Embiid keeps on encouraging his MVP office with each passing exhibition. The Sixers' place moved to second in the most recent version of MVP ladder in the wake of getting out of the main 5 in the wake of enduring a knee injury a month ago. On the opposite side of the floor, Paul George drove the path for the Clippers with 37 focuses, 9 bounce back and 6 helps. Marcus Morris Sr. added 15 focuses and Patrick Patterson gave a major lift with 18 focuses off of the seat. The two groups were missing key patrons as the Clippers played without Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, and Patrick Beverley, and the Sixers were down Tobias Harris, Seth Curry and Dwight Howard. At last, it was Philadelphia's profundity that won. The success was the 4th in a row for the Sixers, who at present control the favorite in the East with about a month staying before postseason play. The misfortune, then again, finished a 7-game series of wins for the Clippers, who sit 3rd in the West. Here's a gander at 3 takeaways from Philadelphia's success. Throughout the span of the challenge, Embiid went 16 of 18 from the foundation stripe, while the Clippers as a group went only 10 of 16. With Embiid driving the way, the Sixers shot 22 of 30 from the foul line collectively. In a game that was dictated by just 3 focuses, the 12-point advantage from the foul line that the Sixers delighted in this one was a main consideration in the result. Barely any groups have the workforce to moderate Embiid without reliably sending him to the line, and the Clippers aren't one of them. George, Patterson ventured up in Leonard's non-appearance. With Leonard sidelined, the Clippers required different folks to venture up and expect a bigger burden in all-out attack mode and Paul George and Patrick Patterson did exactly that. George has been playing amazing ball lately, and that proceeded against the Sixers. He got done with 37 focuses, 9 bounce back and 6 helps. The point creation was his second most noteworthy of the period, and the 5th consecutive game where he scored at any rate 30 focuses. Patrick Patterson likewise ventured up. His 18 focuses were a season high, similar to the 5 threes he wrecked. On the whole, Patterson went 6 of 8 from the floor. Their joint creation wasn't sufficient to move LA to a success without Leonard around evening time. Yet on the off chance that they can keep on contributing like that when he's in the setup, the Clippers will be incredibly hard to bring down. Anthony Tolliver makes Sixers debut. The Sixers didn't take any significant actions at the exchange cutoff time, yet they have several minor moves expected to harden the seat. One such move was marking veteran forward Anthony Tolliver to a 10-day contract. Tolliver is an all-around voyaged vet who can give the group some additional floor dispersing off of the seat. He made his introduction with the Sixers on Friday night and played 14 minutes for Philly. He didn't score, yet he had 2 bounce back, a help and a square, and he played some nice guard. Pushing ahead, it will be fascinating to perceive how, or if, he finds a way into Philadelphia's turn, or if the group will bring him back after the finish of his present agreement. Following up, the Clippers will go to have the Timberwolves on Sunday night, while the Sixers will have the Warriors on Monday night.